Hi there, and a very warm welcome to this seventh session of Paul's Fast Forward. We're going to talk about creating more thinking time in teams and how you use that thinking time. So just a quick reminder where we're going to. We want to create an environment where you're thinking more. We're putting the rocks into the jar first. Maybe we've selected out a few of the rocks that are just kind of not so important to us and put them aside. And also we're then putting in the gravel. Again, having had a really good think through what gravel is really, really important to us. Maybe taking some out to create that extra bit of space there in the jar, which is going to be our individual thinking time. And we said about that, the key thing is to form the habit of thinking about your goals every day, kind of creating that thinking time, that space to think every day, even if it's just 2 or 3 minutes, developing one action towards any of your goals inside of work, outside of work, etc. It doesn't matter, just small action that you can take in the day. Put that in that jar, that rock in the jar first, and then the third rock is kind of also in that with that thinking time, creating that, making sure you've got that beacon in the diary, and you've put that into the diary first. Something later in the day that you're going to really find really effortless joy, etc., and you're looking forward to it. So it's really important to have that there as well. So hopefully that's really kind of working well for you. In the last session, we talked about the importance of also creating regular thinking time, maybe not daily, but maybe it's every week, every month, whatever it is, with the teams with which you share goals with, and having that team regular thinking time and creates a whole set of better ideas as a result. So today I just wanted to expand on that a bit. On this recording, I'm just going to sort of run through it quite quickly. You might want to pause it while you do the elements of it, about how you can create that thinking time in your teams. And it's really, this is quite an important sort of quote to think about. This guy called Emile Chartier, a French philosopher, wrote under the name of Allah, and he came up with this expression, which I really like. Which I think it's really important in teams, that there is nothing more dangerous than an idea when it is the only one you've got. So you don't want a team environment where someone goes, why don't we do this? And everyone goes, yes, yes, yes. You get that sort of group think, unhealthy environment. So you want to have kind of lots of ideas before you decide your course forward. So you may have heard of it before, but I want to just sort of re-emphasize that in that thinking time in groups, you really want to make sure you're using what's called the T model. And the T model is quite simple, is that you've actually break your brainstorming down into two distinct phases. The first is the ideas phase, that very expansive, write down every single idea. So you get the group together and say, look, for the next 5 to 10 minutes on this topic, we're just going to write down every single possible idea anyone comes up with. And you write them all down on a sheet of paper or on a whiteboard or however you're kind of taking notes. And so everyone can see them, and you kind of spark off each other. You say, oh, that gives me another idea here, there. And the key thing is during this phase is you never, ever assess whether an idea is good or bad. You simply just add lots and lots of ideas. As soon as you start to say someone, well, we've tried that before, it didn't work, that person will then be shut off, that you won't get their input. Their brain will kind of slightly go into a different phase, maybe being a bit more defensive, and you won't get that creative sense of really engaging with each other, sparking up each other's ideas, really going with the flow, and that which is really enjoyable to everyone. So really important in this phase. You say, like, it's 5 to 10 minutes, no analysis, criticism, etc. of ideas. We're just going to write them all down in plain sight. Everyone can then see them. So that's the ideas phase. And then once you've done that, and you've nominated amount of time, 5, 10 minutes, you say, right, now we're going to, after we've done that, got the ideas, and now let's select and improve, maybe amalgamate the best ones. So what I'd recommend doing, just to sort of embed you with this phase, you might want to do it with a team if appropriate, is just think of an idea that you kind of want, an area that you want to kind of improve on individually or as a team, doesn't really matter. Jot it down in the middle of a sheet of paper, and then just practice of spending 5 minutes going with all the possible ideas that you can possibly think of what other people would do, things that have worked before. You can even say, what would you think of a historical figure and say, what would they do? Just use lots of ideas. What's the solution that people have seen elsewhere, etc. Just come up with all the ideas and just jot them all down. Get everyone thinking about really creatively. No criticism, no analysis, no selecting the best ideas yet. Just jot them all down in a really creative way. So you might just want to pause the video while you pull those together. Just jot down every single idea, even however crazy it is. Jot them down on that sheet of paper. Okay, so just pause the video now. So I'm now assuming you'll restart the video, having done that. And then the next phase is the select phase. This is where you kind of select the best ideas. You circle, star, whatever you want to do. If you're working with a team, you can give everyone 3 votes, get them to put a tick or a dash by their 3 favorite ideas, and you can get a clear picture of which ideas the group or the team think are the best. Put them all down, and then you've got a clear picture of which ones had the most votes, which ones people attach the most credibility to, they kind of want to take forward. So get that picture on the board. For now, just do it on your own. Just select the best ideas, or if you are able to do this with a team, do so. Maybe do the voting thing. And once you've got that in plain sight, you can all see that. Then think about, well, given those are the best ideas, what would maybe improve those ideas? How could you maybe pull them together? Maybe there's one idea that comes out that combines all three of those together. And is it creating an improvement idea? So you're kind of coming away with a set of actions, solutions, even amendments to goals, etc., that kind of reflect what the team have come up with, and is kind of an amalgamation of the best ideas and improvement of the best ideas that you came up with. Jot those down, and then sort of write down some clear agreement at the end. So it's just really important to think about that when you're in your teams, thinking creatively, whether it's about goals, whether it's about finding solutions, things, but about solving issues. Try and break things down to those two distinct phases. Remember the T model, the expansive thinking of the bar, and then the select as a different phase once you've done that. So that's what I wanted to cover today. So quick update on the vegetable patch. So things are progressing. The monstru is climbing up now. We've had quite a few radishes out already, and there's more growing. The cabbages are coming on well. The courgettes are growing there, so they're slowly expanding. It's going to be fruiting fairly soon. The tomatoes are in their final positions, growing up in a sunny spot next to some raspberries there. Got loads of spinach and some chards growing in there in the background. So lots of leaves come open the open patch. We've also got some butternut squash and some of the celery is now planted in the ground. Carrots seem to be the second effort of growing carrots. The first effort got wiped out, but they're now growing properly. We've got lots of good sort of salad leaves and rocket growing, and there's some kale growing there in a polyton. So there's quite a lot of product now coming through. So that's the update on the vegetable patch that enjoy. So thanks for listening to this recording, and hopefully I'll see you on the next session, which will be released in a couple of weeks' time. Bye for now.